Hey guys, it's Ensign here, back with another video. So today we're gonna take a look at the LG G7. I had this phone for about 2 weeks now, and I can finally tell you about my opinion on it and day-to-day use about how good this phone is. I know the LG G7 has never been the most popular phone, but I mean, they do have a lot of good things about it. So let's see what I like about this phone and what I don't like about this phone. So the first thing that I don't like is if you go into the settings and go here on the navigation bar. Normally you can change different colors and black bar and stuff, but this time they didn't do that. All they do is pretty much really bland white, really bland colors. I wish black is an option, but that's a small thing. I wish they had more options like the previous ones, but anyways. Also, I don't use a default launcher. I use the EV launcher, and it crashed twice on me within the first day because the wallpaper I used was kind of bugging out the software. I don't know why, but that's how it is. Also, there's no block theme mode built in. You have to go there and buy it, $1.39, but I wish there's built in. But anyways, I can talk about that later. So another thing is, normally when you go to display and change the sizes of it, I wish it was a little bit smaller, because even at the smallest it's still kind of big on such a big display. I wish there's more settings so I can get even smaller. Also, the speaker is something I like and dislike depending on how you use the phone. It is a speaker, as if you use a dual firing speaker before or the newer flagship, they do sound a bit louder when you're holding it, when you don't cover the bottom firing speaker. But if you're like me that listen to music on the table, or like when you're taking a shower, you put this on like a surface, it does make it louder and cleaner. So I'm gonna search a video, my usual video, to test it out for you guys. It's pretty amazing that if they had dual speaker and this boom feature, I think it will be one of the best in the game. But sadly, they only include the single firing speaker. So I'm looking for it. Almost, yeah. I haven't did a video for a while, so I kind of forget where my test videos. Alright, so here you can take a listen now. So I can see that sounds pretty good. And also another annoyance I found is in the UI of their stock UI launcher. It's better than last year's, but I think they use too much of the iOS style kind of influence. I don't really like that. I wish they can just add maybe standard feature of stock Android, swipe up to get the like app tray they do have now, but it's not as good as it's just not as good as the one on Samsung or even the Pixel. I wish they just get rid of that and just use the stock launcher. And it's kind of slow and low. It's not as smooth since it's using the same like processor as all the other new flagships. So I definitely the UI. LG has their own bloatware. Like you can see all these bloatware there, but it's not as bad as others, but it's not bad. It's not as good either. I don't like duplicates, like 2 galleries, 2 notepads, 2 notes, 2 calculators. You know, it's kind of annoying, and I wish other third party doesn't include these. That's already stock Android feature. And I know a lot of people's don't like the notch, but I find actually pretty appealing, the notch. As you can see here, I'm using a browser. Sometimes it doesn't show, but some apps does show all the way up. So I think I like that. It adds a little bit more real estate, even though it's kind of annoying, but you can turn it off. I don't mind that at all actually, but some people might find that like turn off for them. But for me, I kind of like it, so I don't mind. And Snapchat, if anyone use Snapchat, the LG G7 actually really good. Consider that Android phones quality is pretty shit on Android, but on this one, I'll give it a thumbs up. It's not that bad. So if you use Snapchat a lot day to day, it's acceptable. So definitely you should get this phone if you use Snapchat a lot. Here's another thing that's good about LG. It does have a lot of features that the normal Samsung has. For example, the gaming mode here. It does have a couple features where you can screen record, do not disturb, and etc. You can take a look here, and you can adjust the game graphics if you want to say battery or etc. But it's a little bit buggier and less option than Samsung, so that's one thing I might think a lot of people disappointed about LG is they just don't have a fully baked software. They always a step behind Samsung, I feel like, but that's it's always been LG. And the one kind of annoyance I found is if you ever use knock codes on older devices, before you can use 3 to 4 knocks, now you require 6 knocks with 3 different quarters, and I don't really like that because that's get a little bit hideous. But I mean that's just new Android security, so I guess I have to follow the measure. So here you go. Another annoyance I found over the week is sometimes when I swipe to delete Gmail, it has an undo button that's left behind the tray. It never goes away until I swipe it again. So that could be a bug on Gmail itself or LG software, because I never had that with any other Android. But that's what I found out over the time. Even though we set the device, sometimes it's still there for some odd reason. But yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna take a look at the 3D sound here. It's hard to demonstrate on the paper, like on the screen. I'm gonna tell you that if you listen to music in the car and etc., you'll definitely notice the difference when you turn it on. So sorry about that. I have to put the light on now. Yeah, I didn't want to bother one of my pets here. So anyways, the other good thing I really like about this is it has a headphone jack. I know this is a really hardware commodity now, but having a phone with headphone jack, it's really useful for just, for example, my old Alexis has an aux cable, and I think it's really useful just plug it in and just use it on the go. Another thing is, if you do realize it has double tap to wake and double tap to sleep, that's a really useful thing. Also, if you tap on the task, like up there on the taskbar anywhere, it does turn it off. Like see right there. There you go. Anywhere in the screen, that works amazingly. I wish more phone has this feature, but as far as I know, only LG has it. Also, another thing you notice is LCD. I know they didn't use Super AMOLED, but I mean it's so good and vibrant. I honestly like LED, and also they have a feature where if you go to maximum, you could actually have a brightness boost, and it's amazingly bright. I mean, there's no way you can't see under the sunlight. It burns your eyes, honestly, to use even longer than a couple minutes. This feature only, see right now, holy, it's so bright. This feature only you can only use it for a couple minutes, but who needs more than that? So that's an amazing feature. Another thing I like about LG is even though this is LCD, it does has an always on display, and I think that's really good. I know it's not battery efficient as the Samsung Super AMOLED, but I mean it's still good as I want. At least I have it, then don't have it. And it does have a lot of options out here, because you can take a look, all these multicolors, just like the Samsung one. It does not come with a calendar always display, which I use a lot, but it doesn't have that. So you can take a look at all these, kind of cool. At nighttime, you do see the whole screen light up, because the pixels still light up, even though it's just that part of it. But who cares? It doesn't use that much display. I mean, battery wise, I never really noticed that much drain. Maybe 2-3% at night. No big deal, honestly. Also, one thing I did mention, the software might be a little buggy, but the smoothness of the phone is overall really good. LG phone has been relatively pretty good with their software. Not feature wise, but I mean the fluid and the speed, you can tell it's amazing. Opening apps, everything just flies, just like a flagship you expect from at this price point. And Bluetooth wise, I have to say, one of the fastest Bluetooth connection I ever had. The moment I turn on my car, it's already connected to my car. Normally at my iPhone or Samsung, it takes about 5 to 10 seconds. So, but this is really fast. And the fingerprint scanner works amazing. It's fast. You probably already know that. You expect that from all these flagship. I don't want to repeat these, although Reviewer already said to you guys. I'll just tell you stuff that you might not know about. So another thing is the haptic feedback. No one talks about this at all. LG has the best haptic feedback. It feels honestly like any other. It feels like the iPhone. One of the best. So if you use any other phone that doesn't have this haptic feedback, it feels like shit, honestly. So I have to give thumbs up to LG for not shipping out on their vibration motor. So thumbs up to them. LG also has their own theme store, as you can see here, changing icons, etc. But the good thing is you can actually install these apps without logging in or making an LG account. You can use it as a guest, so it's pretty good. Remember I told you about the black theme I bought? Here you go, you can take a look at it. Now if you buy this, it looks a lot better. Everything is nice and dark. It's easier on the eyes. It just looks cleaner in my opinion, but it's up to you if you want to spend the money. But for me, it's worth the couple bucks you spend because it looks amazing with black theme. So anyways, also I mentioned, since the fingerprints in the back, having a double tap to wake when you're having a phone mount on your car, it's really nice. You can just click on it. Also, the good thing is the stock messaging app is also using Google's now, so streamlining the whole experience of stock Android. I wish they continue to do that. And the battery of this phone is good, not the best. You can't expect it at this moment. I usually get about 4 to 5 hours screen on time on a good day, so you don't have to worry about that. Snapchat, like I mentioned before, it's good, but also it's pretty slow to load up. Even though picture quality is pretty good, it's pretty slow to load up. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the review. I just want to quickly go over the stuff I noticed, and hope you guys enjoy this small update on the phone. So see you guys next time on the next video. Peace out.